I don't see nothing. Let's see. Is it on?
Oh yes, it's working. I think. Think we're live. I don't know if it is or not. If it's working or not. Um, let's see. How do we know if it's working? All right, there we go. There, now it should. Somebody hit the mic. I'm mute. There, sorry. I hit the mic mute. That would help. Appreciate it. Anyway, since you missed all that, we got the air intake, which looks like, or no, sorry, that blows the hot air out. So it should have. Is it showing? Where's your phone? Because my iPad's real slow for some reason. Yeah, see, look at my iPad's not creeping up. Guess I should come back over here. Frame. Wonder if it's just my iPad is not. Is it? Can you hear me now? There we go. So I don't know why the mic's not working. I'll have to look into see why it's not working while going live. Oh, it is. That's what it is. Thank you. AirPods. So there's yeah, that's what it is. Sorry, sorry guys.
Right, you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now? There we go. Now it's working. Sorry about that. I forgot I had my earbuds in. Let's see. You might have to turn yours down. It's echoing. Thank you. So, learning curve. If you have AirPods in your ear and then you're trying to use the DJI mic, they don't work together. So, anyways, if anybody's still there, welcome back, or welcome to my live stream. what I got here is a diesel heater that came in for my truck. So I'm going to assemble it. And then when I get more time, can get it fired up outside. It's got to do a burn off. And you don't want to burn off inside your house, all the chemicals and everything burning off of it. Oh, that one tightened down. Can't get this one to tighten down. There it goes. There we go. All right. Got that portion of the heater on. Now, have to flip it over. Sorry, iPad died. Let's see what's going on so I can see the chat. Hopefully it's working. Cool. Thanks for the hearts. There we go. Skip forward. Cool. 1 second. I'm also making my trail mix at the same time. So I got to flip it real quick. There's the trail mix. And I made a video on how to make it. If you're curious, you can go back through one of my videos and find it. It's not too far back there. But it's a pretty good trail mix we usually make around the holidays. So, cool. All right, back to Mr. Heater. So we got the exhaust. Let's see, how can we do this so you can see? And this is the exhaust tube. The bad thing about these heaters is, I'll have to figure out, hopefully the exhaust one is the one away from the fill tube. I'm gonna take a good guess that it is. Oh, put one of the clamps on. Anyways, what I was saying is, the problem with these heaters right off is they got tubes coming out of the bottom. The fresh air goes in one side and the exhaust comes out of the other. But they don't make it tall enough. So you kind of have to build a platform for it to sit on. Oh no. Need a different screwdriver. And that one ain't gonna work. That one's too fat to fit down in there. I'll have to wait to get a different Phillips screwdriver. But we can put this end on. This one gets the exhaust. I wonder if it matters which way the exhaust works. There's no arrow. Sounds the same. Let's try it this way. Oh, there we go. Oh, forgot the clamp again. The smaller one. Those ones are both big. Try that one. All right, put the exhaust on. Oh, nope. Before we do that, we got this sleeve here. Keep it from getting too, or it's still going to get hot, but hopefully this keeps it from burning up. Hello, Brenda. Good to see you. Jan, good to see you. I'm working on my diesel heater I got for my camper. I'm not sure what you use, Brenda. If you have, you probably just use the heater that's inside your camper. Freedom Redbird, she also lives in her camper and travels all around. But she's smart enough to stay south where it doesn't get so cold. or as cold as up here. Oh yeah, there we go. So this, and then hose clamp, and then exhaust. All right. So, a lot of people that use these for their camper or traveling vans, some people, or truck campers like I have, they'll mount them just outside. That way it gets fresh air in the exhaust. Just stays outside. Because otherwise, if you put this inside, you have to figure out how to get this exhaust back outside. And mine is all made out of wood, and I don't want it catching on fire, so I think I'm just going to leave it outside. There we go. That's that. And then it doesn't say which one is the exhaust. That's this whole big book, and all they do is show you pictures, but that's okay. So it's saying the back one should be the fresh air intake. So we'll put another hose clamp on, maybe. That one's a lot tighter. Get on there. Uh-oh. Or are you finding screws? Wonder where that goes. Looks like a self-tapper. Oh, there's several of them. Oh, they probably came with it to mount it to wood or metal. There we go. Actually, I want to flip that. Get that away from the hose. There we go. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat too well. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, you know what? It said a timer. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Glenn, El Block, hello. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. All the new people in here. I got my diesel heater in. That's the outside cover of it. It's a Velvar or Vevar, however you say that. It was on sale. It was fairly good price, and it looked like it had some good reviews, so I went with that bad boy. You know what it did? I forgot the hose clamp on this side. Let's put that on. So one of them is the exhaust, this guy, and then this one is the fresh air intake. So, and I had to buy this myself. I wasn't sponsored by nobody. So, but I definitely need this for my camper heater because all I have right now is a buddy heater. And the difference between the diesel heater and the buddy heater is the buddy heater is propane. And propane puts off a lot of moisture. So it will fog up your windows and it makes everything feel damp. Oh, nice. It comes with clamps for the heater hose. Came with 2 more hose clamps. I think I got them everywhere. Cool. Let's see real quick. Hold on. All right, cool. I need a longer Phillips screwdriver to reach Got to reach down inside of here to tighten up these hoses. Let me see. It might work. Well, no, it's just this is too fat to get down in there.
I see. Yeah, that's why I quit using these Milwaukee ones.
Yeah, because it's not good for tight spots.
No. They're not bad screwdrivers, but it's just it changes the width in 3 different spots.
Yeah, yeah, because it turns into a nut driver.
Yeah. No electrical work it wasn't gonna do.
No.
Button.
No. Well, maybe it's gone. Might have to get better hose clamps. There it goes. There. This one don't want to tighten up. Needs to go down more. Thank you. Let's see what's in the chat. Nick, hello. Good to see ya. Sorry, busy putting my heater together, so I haven't been paying much attention to the chat, but I greatly appreciate y'all in here. There we go. This just has this little slot to tighten this up. So you have to have a skinny screwdriver to get in there. Come on, work with me. It does not want to work with me. I might have to come back and play with that. So now, flip it back up. Yeah, see, it needs to be on a stand or something. That's the bad thing about these is they got the fresh air and the exhaust coming straight out of the bottom. So it like needs to be built up on something. So I'll have to build something for that. Cool. Well, now I wish I would have stopped and got some diesel. There we go. Well, that wasn't too hard to put together. Bam. There it is. Gave us a few extra parts. I'm assuming that has something to do with the exhaust to hold it. Evie, hello. Thanks for joining. I got my diesel heater in finally, so I was just assembling it. But was having problems with my microphone at first. And I learned that if you have your ear pod in and try to mic up with the DJI mic, it doesn't know which, it goes back and forth from the ear pod into the mic, and I couldn't figure out why the mic wasn't working until my son mentioned that I still had my ear pod in. So that's a learning curve. So if anybody out there tries to go live with their mic or use their mic and you still have an ear pod in, it might not work. That's okay, Brenda. Thank you for stopping by. Missouri tomorrow? Nice. I got family over there. You'll have to stop by and say hi. But no, have a safe trip. Miss Paula, hello. That was seeing Miss Paula earlier. Her husband Randy was showing off his trains. So, but Miss Paula, I got, and everybody else that's new, got my diesel heater in. So I just got done assembling it. This is the exhaust. And the bad thing is it comes off the bottom. So I got to build a platform for it to sit on. And then it's got the fresh air intake. And then this is where the hot air comes out. It does come with a remote. So I can leave this out, and the display looks like, maybe not, almost looks like the display comes off. I'll have to look and see. But anyways, I can leave this outside and use the remote to turn it on and off and adjust the heat. So that's pretty neat. So, and then at the same time, I'm trying to make my trail mix. I gotta stir it up before I burn it. But there's the trail mix. If you're curious about it, I do have a video before this explaining how to make it. And after talking to my mom, I guess I thought it came from my grandmother recipe, but my mother said that one of her friends gave her the recipe. So it hasn't been in our family too long, but we like to make it for the holidays. So I guess that could be considered one of our traditions. Because I make it, my sisters all make it, and my mom makes it. So we always have it whenever we get together. Yeah. Oh man. Well, I went to the store earlier to get stuff, and it was a mess. The lines are so crazy. Yeah, I hate going to the store. But if I don't do it, if I send my kids will only get half the things, and then I won't get what I really, really want. But half the time they do a good job. Yeah, it comes with a big instruction manual. I don't have any diesel. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. I bought an inverter for this. There it is. Let me grab that real quick. Hopefully the mic's working so you can hear. Anyways, so I have Milwaukee tools, and this is an 18 volt Milwaukee battery, and I got like hundreds of these laying around from all my tools. And the cool part is on Amazon, I found this runs off a 12 volt, so like your 12 volt car battery, but I do not have a battery in my camper, and I didn't want it running off my battery bank, running it down. So I found this cool thing here off Amazon, and it's so you can plug in your battery, and then this is a transformer that takes it from 18 volts down to 12 volts, and then I'm able to connect it right to this on the back side here. See if I can make a mess, drop everything. Anyways, on the back side here is the wires, and all I'll do is connect it to here, and I'll be able to run it off my battery. I'm not 100% sure how long that battery will last. I do have different size batteries, so I think I'll start off with my bigger ones, and hopefully it will last all night. Kind of curious. Let's see, I don't have, but this is the smaller battery. This one's only 2.0. Then this one's the 5.0. And then I have an 8.0, and the biggest one I have, I think, is a 12.0. So it's quite a bit bigger. And I think these hardly draw any kind of voltage. So I think the larger battery will be able to handle it all night long. And then all I have to do is recharge it, and it's good to go again the next night. The inside here is the fill-in cap. You just put the diesel in here. And what I found out is they say this depending on how long you run it. But I've seen on YouTube, guys, where this tank will last for about 4 nights. So it looks like it does pretty good for fuel. So Ange, there you are. Hello. Just seen you snuck in. Yes, trail mixes. We love it. We always got it. If you guys want to check out Nana Ann's nails, she does amazing work with her nails. So I think everybody else knows each other in here. Freedom Redbird, as I was saying with her earlier, she likes to travel around. She lives out of her camper. And I think she's been traveling around trying to find somewhere to live full time. But she's just traveling around different states trying to check it out. Rhonda, hello. Good to see ya. Rhonda's page, she does amazing like Bible studies types stories and just all good, nothing but good stuff out of that one, out of her channel. So definitely check hers out. Miss Paula, she does she's supposed to be doing like retirement, but she is more active and climbing hills, and she'll keep you motivated. That's for sure. Let's see, who else is in here that I missed? Evie's page, I know she reads a lot of stories. Evie, I'm not 100% sure what your channel is. All I know is she's got people that know me. She has a parrot that reminds me of when I had my parrot. Mine was named Mango, but she also has one named Chloe. Let's see. So definitely check these people out. They got some great channels, and all of them have helped me out so much. Let's see. Anyways, let's see. The timer's about ready to go off on my trail mix. I think it's about done. I usually put it through 4 different cycles where I just basically stir it up because it's still a little wet. I try to dry it back out. So after I put the seasoning on it, I call it seasoning. It's a mix up, but it dampens everything. So I just keep stirring it up till most of it's dry. So it could probably go in there one more time for 15 minutes. Yeah. Trying to multitask, trying to do YouTube, trying to put a heater together, and trying to keep an eye on trail mix. I don't know how you ladies do it. But yeah, a bunch of good stuff. And both of these items, if you're curious about the heater or the inverter, I found them off Amazon. So if you have any questions. Trish, hello. Good to see you. Trish, she has her channel is about she does yarn knitting, and she makes her own clothes, and it is absolutely amazing. You guys got to definitely check out her page. Evie, I know you just started back doing it. You should check out Trish's page. She is why can't I remember where you're from? I can't. It'll come to me. I can't remember exactly where you're from now. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's over there where Karen is. But anyways, check out her page. She does amazing work with. She makes her own like sweaters and scarves and hats, and it's awesome work. And it's amazing. I like watching her because I don't know how she keeps track of like the counting. Like she sews it so many times one way and then switches it up to a different way. There you go, New Zealand. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. But yes, she's in New Zealand, so she has around the same time zone, I believe, is close to Australia. But yeah, she also does walks on the beach, kind of like Dora. So it's pretty neat to see. And she also drives on the wrong side of the road. So she does driving around town. So it's always neat to watch her drive on the wrong side of the road and see all her different vehicles over there. I think it's absolutely amazing how you can watch other people around the world and be able to talk to them and get to know them. It is truly awesome the way technology is. Guess I should be looking up. I'm mostly looking down at the chat on my iPad because I can't. I'm using my phone as the camera. So apologize. I just realized I'm mostly staring down. I should prop it up here. There we go. I'm not sure how you guys do it off your phone. I can't see. Then this cup, I got some tea, hot tea in here. Can't go wrong with that. I appreciate you guys hanging out. That is awesome. How do you guys know how long you've been on for? I'll have to play with that and see. I bet it tells me on my phone. Let's see, what else do we have? Miss Paula, I still can't get over Randy's trains. It brought back so many good memories. My son actually came and checked it out too, and he remembered all of when he was little. We had a basement full of trains like him, but he had all his Hot Wheels to go with it. And when he was little, that's when Cars, the cartoon was first coming out. So he had all the little characters running around with his trains. It was a lot of fun. So I appreciate you bringing back good memories. I hope everybody's hopefully getting ready for the holidays. I still got to work 2 more days, unfortunately. It's terrible how bad they want us working, but the facility, there we go, the facility I'm working at has to do with, I don't know. I don't want to say too much because if I go back there staying overnight, I don't want people finding out. But anyways, it has to do with getting packages out. So we're taking a bunch of their conveyor belts, the old ones out and putting new ones in. So we have to be getting all the newer conveyor belts going so they can get all these packages, make sure they keep running and getting them out before Christmas. So it's kind of a stressful time at work. It's raining tonight. Yeah, we're too cold for rain. So it was I think we had about an inch of snow this morning, but we had high winds yesterday. There was like 45-mile-an-hour winds, so it actually blew most of the snow off of our yard. I don't know where the snow went, because we did have about a foot of snow outside, but the winds blew it all away. I guess it's out in the farmer's field or somewhere now. So we're down to like 2 inches of snow outside now. Yeah. But I think my parents, they're in Kansas. Said that down in Kansas, it's going to be like 70 on Christmas. That's crazy. I would love some heat like that. I definitely got to move. There's a time clock on the screen. Okay, I bet you it's on my phone because I'm using my iPad to see the chat since my phone's being the camera. Oh, thank you. Well, that's good. I always heard lives help out your channel, so I figured since I haven't been able to get, I've been working so much, I haven't been able to get a video out, and there's several videos I want to make, and it's driving me nuts not having the time to be able to go out and do these videos. But right now I got to concentrate on work because the biggest goal is to get out of debt so I can do more YouTube time and not have to work as hard. But I got to get rid of the debt first, so got to do that first. And I figured with the holidays coming up, they're giving us 2 days off. We got Christmas Eve off and Christmas off, and then it's back to work. So I'll have 2 days to go play, get some videos made. I'm in Texas, and so is Rhonda. Trish, I haven't Done a video live in ages. So busy. Yep. Especially this time of year, we're busy. So, yes, it is. Man, it's been so cold here. You have to stay covered up. Otherwise, your skin, it just burns right through you. Yeah, I don't know why anybody lives up here. But I'm up here for work. It pays really, really well. So that's the reason I'm up here in these cold climates. But I think this may be my last year. So, yeah. Well, oh, need to get my trash out. Check it. It's probably, I keep forgetting to set the timer. Don't want to burn it. Man, it looks good. Oh yeah, I think it's done. Good deal. I know a lot of people like to put pretzels and sometimes Cheez-Its in with theirs, but I don't. My kids and I don't care for that too much. And my daughter, she flew in. So I have one of my daughters here and my son that lives with me here. So that is awesome. So at least I'll have two of my kids here for Christmas. And the other three are still in Colorado, my older kids. But that's all right. Hello, Cheryl. Good to see you in here. Appreciate it. I was showing everybody this is my diesel heater. I just got in. So I was just assembling it, getting it all together. But I finished that up. So I was just chatting with people. But I appreciate you stopping in. DJ Outdoors, hello. Good to see ya. Hey, look, I got my diesel heater in. I'm excited. Now I just need time to get it installed for the camper. I have Christmas Eve off and Christmas, so I'll probably try to get it installed, and then I can start camping out back at work and hopefully stay nice and warm. Maybe. We'll see how cold it starts getting. I think when it starts getting in the negative temperatures, it's not safe to be out there. And I feel so bad for the homeless people. I don't know how they survive. It is so cold out there. Hello? Everybody, most everybody in here knows each other. I don't know if you guys know DJ DG Outdoors. He's got an outdoor channel. They go check it out. A lot of good stuff on there. He does a little bit more like hunting and stuff, but I definitely need to watch more of his content and catch up on his. So everybody, it seems like everybody that comes onto my channel and shows a little bit of love, I try to return it. You know, I definitely try to see what's going on. Special K I met today, so I actually have her channel playing on the big TV. So try to run through everybody's playlist and catch up on their videos and get them some playtime. Hello, Miss Paula. Nice to meet you. Yep, Miss Paula is a great lady. Her channel's about retirement, kind of, but she's mostly into getting fit right now. So shows her property. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I believe it's in Tennessee, but she has actually pretty good size hills out there. Reminds me of Colorado. But yeah, definitely check her channel out. Check all these ladies out. They've helped me a lot. They've helped my channel grow. And there's so many more out there. But if you start connecting with a few of them, you'll start to realize who's in our family, and you'll definitely grow with our family as long as you fit in. No, most everybody does. Most everybody's polite. We all help each other out. Most everyone does lives, so it's definitely awesome to get on people's lives. Escaping the Suburbs, he's another outdoor channel, but he's down in Florida, and it's awesome. He walks through the Everglades, except for there's one part he doesn't go down because it's down with the crocodiles where it's crazy to see crocodiles not behind cages and stuff. And he does a lot of trail guides. So definitely check his channel out too. I'm starting to see him pop into more and more of my family's channels. So it's good to see the family growing and everybody helps each other out. That's awesome. I love that part of this. I love how everybody comes together and helps each other, and everybody's in different places around the world, which is awesome. Where do you normally go live? I don't. I just go live just out of the blue. And I got my diesel heater in, I think, sorry, I've been working every day of the week. I don't even know what day it is. I guess it is Sunday. So I think I got this in on Tuesday. But I work about 14-hour days, 12 hours at work, but then I do 4 hours driving each day. So when I get home, I'm dead tired. But today we only had to work 8 hours, so I got home early. Well, the last 2 days I've only had to do 8 hours, so I figured I'd go on live. And I put my diesel heater together, but yep, I don't have a set schedule. I just go sparingly. And it's usually when I'm out doing things. I've gone live on my boats, live when I go fishing, out camping, as long as I have service and can go live. So, yeah. Was at the supermarket yesterday, had to ask the staff member what day it was. Yeah, that's the way I am right now. And I hate working this much because I forget simple things, like just a simple paying a bill. Next thing you know, it's like, why is my phone not working? And then I realize, oh, forgot to pay the bill. So yeah, it's just I hate working this much, but they're really, really wanting us to work to get this project done, or at least not done. It's supposed to be like a 2-year project, but the phase we're trying to get done. So we were supposed to be done before the holidays, and we're not there. So they're making us work like crazy. This is awesome. I was wanting to watch a live. Definitely connect with most of the ladies on here. They all go live. And Escaping the Suburbs goes live on Wednesday. Because I remember it's Wednesday because that's when Survivor comes on. And also, who else is Wednesday? Rhonda goes live on Wednesdays at 7. So, Escaping the Suburbs, I usually have on my phone or my tablet. And then on my TV, I usually have Survivor. But a lot of times, there's somebody else going live. So I put them on my TV and watch Survivor some other time. The Survivor I can watch whenever. But yes, but most everybody on here goes lives. And a lot of them go in the morning. There's also a lady called Sally D. I watch her usually first thing in the morning. She's the earliest, I believe. It's usually 6 o'clock Central Time, I think, is when she goes live. And she does an awesome job starting off with a Bible verse and getting the day started off right. And then the rest of the ladies usually go in the afternoon, sometimes in the mid-morning. And that way, I love when lives come on too because it helps me get through the work. Otherwise, I'm just listening to music. And I'd rather listen to stuff, people's lives. It's more entertaining. And most all these ladies have good views on life. Robert, active retirement. Hello. Everybody, Robert is one of my very, very first subscribers whenever I started. He definitely has a special place. He's the one that came on and always left me a comment. And with his page, he actually was just starting out too with his YouTube, but he had one of his videos blow up with the retirement community. And he just said not too long ago on his last video, I can't even remember the number now, but it's like in the hundreds of thousands of views. And he was saying that just to keep up with all the comments, because he wanted to re-comment to everybody, because they took the time to leave a comment. So he was mentioning how he wanted to respond to everybody. And he said it would just take days and days of just reading people's comments and replying. But he also has a retirement and what to look for and what to do, and amazing page. Robert, a bunch of these people on here, they're all great people and awesome channels. So definitely check them out. They all have definitely good channels, good vibes. So, and everybody in here has helped me a lot. Definitely a lot. Yes, Robert, you may know some of them because some of them are on Rob's Martimer. Yeah, Rob Martimer. I don't know. I'm probably saying the last part wrong, but you know who I'm talking about. Susan. Hello, Susan. Susan is from Australia. Her channel is absolutely amazing. She lives by herself with her daughter, and she runs an amazing farm. No income except for what she makes off of her farm. She is truly amazing. So if you guys could definitely go support Susan and her page, because basically she was saying that her income is like coming off of the eggs she sells, and she also has cattle. And since she's in Australia, she has all them weird animals. I don't know, I forget what she calls it. There's some big animal that puts big holes. She says they're not mean, but the size of these holes, it's got to be a huge animal. I haven't looked it up yet, but she's got kangaroos, all kinds of good stuff. And but definitely check her channel out. She's trying to get, I think you just got monetized, I believe. So she's definitely got a channel growing like crazy. Wombats, that's what they are. I have no idea what they are. I'm definitely gonna go look it up though when we're done. I don't even know what a wombat is, but the size of hole that leaves in her, she shows them. You could probably bury a body inside these holes. But yeah, her channel is crazy. She has an old, the video that got my eye is she was explaining her stove that she has in her house. And it's not like an electric stove like we have. This stove, you actually have to feed it with fire. And she went into so much detail explaining how the fire goes all the way around the outside of it to be able to cook. And like you open up different vents to cook different things. It was so amazing. I never even knew they made anything like that. I thought like a fireplace or something, well, you just put a fire in there to cook. But she went into amazing detail on how this stove works. So definitely check her page out. She is another awesome lady. And she just started doing lives too. So like I said, most everybody on here does lives. So it's been 80 before watch hours. Oh, yep. Hi, Trish. Yes, definitely. That old wooden stove is amazing. And I was just really impressed how well she explained it and it works. And if I think it's absolutely crazy, but she's got a recipe to have eggs last for 2 years. I don't know if I would want to try them, but definitely you got to check out her channel. Then the other day she was talking about how she mixes all these alcohol drinks, probably kill you, but that's another one that seems like she said it will last for a long time. So she definitely knows how to make her food last. But yes. Oh, and she's got this crazy collection of snowmen and nutcrackers. So if you're ever over there visiting her place and you woke up, yeah, that would probably give me nightmares. Being in a strange place, seeing all them nutcrackers. No thanks. Just kidding. But yeah, definitely check out her channel. A lot of good stuff. Man, appreciate it, guys, for stopping in. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad you all stopped in, said hi. And I hope you guys check out each other's. Oh, you know what I should do? Oh, I can't do it. I was going to say I should make you guys all blue, but that's my iPad. I got to use my phone, and my phone's being the camera. So, It is definitely a great turnout. I think this is the most people I've ever, well, 13, yeah, that's the most people I've had in here that interact. I've had it a little bigger, but that's because I was riding my bike when I did a live. And I think people like to watch where you're riding around when you're on a bike. 'Cause I've done that too before. I've gone live. Yeah. If anybody has any questions of anything I do, feel free to ask. Like I said, when I first started my YouTube, I wanted to use my camper and my boat and travel around Minnesota, exploring different lakes, because this is the land of 10,000 lakes. So we have a lake around every corner, it seems like. But at that time, when I first started this YouTube, I lost my job and had some hard times and had to end up selling my good fishing boat, which is fine. It happens. Like it with everything in life, you can sell it and eventually get it back. And within that time, I was able to get a free boat off of, it's called Facebook Marketplace here, off of basically off Facebook. I forgot what you guys called it in Australia. You guys had a name for it, or like Craigslist. But anyways, I got it for free, and I turned it into a fishing boat. So my son's out here stealing dessert. Anyways, yeah, so if you guys have any questions about anything, you want to come say hi to YouTube? Nah. My son has this amazing Lego set, and I told him he should start a YouTube on all these Lego sets he has. He has thousands and thousands and thousands of Legos. And let me show you one of this. We don't have, let me see. No, I don't want to bother you and Casey. Anyways, we don't have a normal house like most people do. Here's our front door. But when you come into our living room, this is my son and our setup. These are remote control cars. And they are fully built cars, basically full suspension, motors, drive shaft. You can redo everything in them just like a normal car. And they got the controllers. But we have this Chorus set up because our winters are cold. So we got these set up so we can just sit here and play on the cold days. We can show them the Legos. But these are his controllers to operate each one. Of course, you gotta guess which one my favorite one is. You gotta have the truck camper. You gotta have that one. Then we got the boat that goes with it. And the boat is also operated. You got the one that tracks for the snow. And of course, you got trailers for them. This is a bigger trailer. And I thought about doing a YouTube on all these RC cars and showing it, but yeah, so anyways, back to the Chorus here. It's pretty neat. And all this is built out of that spray foam and cardboard boxes. But yeah, so I'll have to do sometime and show you how it drives up and down. Let's see, the cool part, it's becoming a collection of junk. But anyways, it's got a ramp, goes down to the second level. It comes to this teeter-totter. Hasn't been used for a minute. Anyways, there's the teeter-totter. So the teeter-totter takes it down into the floor. That way you can drive them on the floor, take them back up. But yeah. Well, that's one of the things we like to do wintertime. Where's Casey? Still in there?
Yeah, we go with that.
Are you sure? It's not too messy?
No.
All right, he says we can show off his Lego set. The crazy dogs. Oh yeah, playing Fortnite. Anyways, I don't know if you guys like Legos or somebody that does like Legos. I told my son he could start a YouTube channel on Legos. Hi, puppies. Man, he goes. Did you get a lot more?
A little bit.
But then he's got, I don't know if he'll go to the ceiling. See if we got him on the ceiling. He's in the works of building a town, but it's kind of all scattered on there right now. Looks like you had an accident. I think your wrecking ball got a little carried away. Got the Simpsons house. You gotta have that one. If you know the Simpsons. Star Wars. There's the Up house from Disney. Too bad Joshua wasn't in here. I got some Disney stuff. It just keeps going. He's got some big ships. A little bit of everything. Yeah, it's quite a collection. Alrighty. Hello, kitty kitty. Thanks for showing. Let's see. Let's see. Come around here. Come into the other room. It keeps going. Wild West. I told you he's got quite the collection. Heavy equipment. And then some of my favorite he has are these ships. And some of these ships are old, like back when Lego first came out. So this one, let's see, where's the? I think this one maybe $300 or $400. But he's got a couple of them from the movie Blackbeard, and those ones are going for like $500 to $600. There's another big ship. There's a space shuttle. Let me find. The lighting's not too well, but there's the Blackbeard, and I don't remember the name of the red one. But both of those are like $500 each. And then this one is up there too, because this set here is a 1983 set, I believe. And that one goes for like $500. It's cool. It's got the wagon. Oh, Miss Paula, if you're still in here, he's got the Lego trains. And they do have motors. Oh, candle in the way, but there's the other one. Yep, so I definitely thought about doing a YouTube on either the RC cars or Legos, but definitely have choices. That's the electric bike. I keep it inside because of the battery. Basically, the battery is too cold. I could take the battery out and just bring the battery inside, but I just bring the whole bike in. We don't ever hardly have guests. And if we do, it's just the kids' friends. So, yeah. Sorry about that. I wasn't really reading the chat, but I can go back through and see. CL, hello, hello. That's one of my newer subscribers, and I do apologize. I don't remember your page too well. I definitely have to go back and check it out more. But, oh, Miss Paula, you're still in here. Good deal. Hopefully you got to see my son's Lego trains. He does have a course that you can set up and drive around. Not as cool as Randy's trains, but they're still pretty cool because they're Legos. And they're also, the theme of them is long silver. So that's pretty neat. I know I need to get more monitors. I'm doing everything with my iPad. Oh, you know, I wonder if I can see the chat on my phone. My phone is on my gimbal, so I'll try to touch it. Do you guys know, when you make it a monitor, do you use standard? Hopefully. Add as monitor, standard, can remove in chat message, hopefully. Oh, now the chat's going too fast. There we go. Standard. Hey, Sally D, hello. I don't know if you heard me describing your page or not, but I was giving your page a shout out that it is awfully nice that you're live first thing in the morning with the good book or the good word of the good book. She does a little Bible study first thing in the morning, get you started off right. Definitely check her page out. Check everybody's page out. Oh, says it's already monetized. And also, if you're blue, you can go check out other people's channel by just clicking on it. That's the nice thing when people have it blue, because I like being able just to click on people's channels and checking it out. Sorry, guys. Oh, and also I have it pointed at my messy kitchen. Sorry. There we go. Back to the heater. It's just me and my kids here, so we don't have a lady's touch to the house. Alrighty. Hopefully that gets more monitors in here. I don't know if it turns blue after. Oh, there we go. Or did I mess it up? Says standard. Okay. All right, looks like they're starting to turn blue. Cool. Thank you for your guys' help. Thanks for mentioning that. I didn't think about it earlier because I was using my iPad, but I can. Back over here on my phone. Learning new things all the time. So I do apologize. I've only been live probably 5 or 6 times, and I'm usually busy doing other things, like riding my bike or controlling a boat or off camping. Anyways, that should work. Back to the chat. Cool. For now. Set you back up. Cool. All right. Anybody got any questions since I'm here? I can go back through the chat and see. Was Dora in here? Oh, yeah, she was. That's awesome. I'm glad Dora got to stop by. If you guys are in here and you don't know Dora, the Explorer 80, she's also from Australia, and she does walks on the beach. And she also does a little fitness course that motivates you to get through it. And she'll show you around Australia. She also shows you kangaroos, koala bears, and what's her favorite one? Why is that so loud? Music's up. Hopefully, hold on. Sorry about that. Kids playing their video games. Music's blaring. Don't need to get copyright. Anyways, back to Dora's. Yep, so just check her page out. It's always neat. She's always walking around Australia, different places, showing you different hiking paths. She just got back from Sydney. She went down there, and she was showing us all around Sydney. And she went to a rave, and she actually put some of the rave up on her live stream, and she got copyrighted for that. So definitely watch people's channels, and you'll learn what not to do. For the people just coming in, I was putting my diesel heater together, got it put together. So this is for my camper. And when I first started, nobody could hear me. And I'd get the mic working for a little bit, but then the mic would stop working. So I was about ready to give up on my mic. And when my son told me I still had my Apple earbud in, So the phone was connecting to my earbud and not my mic. So that's another thing to learn. If you have your earbuds in, make sure you take them out before you start a live stream. Otherwise, your mic won't pick it up. And I got the DJI mic, and it is very nice. So I know a lot of you were asking. So with mine, this is the receiver. So if it plugs into the back of your phone, which this one does, it comes with the adapter for the Android or the Apple. So this plugs into the back of your phone. But with this mic, I'm able to go Bluetooth. So if Joshua was here, he could explain Bluetooth with you. He's another one that usually is in Miss Paula's page and has been joining a lot of our pages that know Joshua, and he loves technical stuff. So he would definitely love this right now. So anyways, but it does come with 2 mics. I got this off Amazon. So that's the mic. This mic that you see here has the cat. It's called the cat's tail. It's supposed to block down the wind. So this is good. So if you have a guest, you can have another mic. And the cool part is it comes in this case. It recharges, but they are pricey. I paid $100 for this, but I think it is well worth it. So definitely worth it. But yes. And then, like I said, my phone is on a gimbal. I use the Insta360 gimbal. The only reason I use the gimbal a lot of times, like right now, I use it as it's a tri-stand. It's holding you guys up right now. But the other reason I got it is because I do a lot of outdoors, moving around, and the gimbal just helps keep it stable so it's not so shaky. So yeah. Let's see. Yep, I got it off of Amazon. That is the mic. Let's see, because they have 3 different types. I think this one is the DJI mic, but it's the next step. Because I think they have a cheaper one. There's one for like $79, but I don't think it goes Bluetooth. And there was some other feature I didn't have. So I was like, well, for a few dollars more, let's see, it says this is the DJI Mic Mini. This is what this one comes with, carrying case. So that's this guy. Yep, I got it off Amazon for about $100, I believe. It wasn't over 100. Yes, he's done a few lives. He is really good at them. I'm not really good at them. I'm horrible at lives. I did not want to go on lives because I've always struggled with reading. Like, I get, like, it takes me a couple times to like see it and understand what the reading is. So that drove, like, I just didn't really want to go live and struggle with that. But you know what? We're all human. We all have our little twerks. So I've watched a lot of people go on here to do lives. And I know, like, I hear it from ladies all the time, like they don't think they look good enough and whatever. And they look amazing. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't look good? So I was like, well, if they can do it, I'll give it a shot. And so I do apologize if I don't get your first name right or read something right, but that's just me. So I figured you're not following me for my reading. Thank God. But I greatly appreciate y'all being on here. And hopefully if anybody else watches this, if you struggle with reading, I know I dealt with it my whole life with people making fun of me. And the bad thing is, like, at work and they want me, or even at church, and I would have to read a Bible verse. It would get in my head so much that I would make myself like just so nervous that I couldn't do it. So like at work, when we would have to do, they would make us stay in for a week and just do safety training for a week. And they would take turns going around reading out of the safety book. And I would count and look to see when it'd be almost my time, and I'd actually get up and leave to go to the restroom because I just didn't want to read in front of people. So YouTube has actually helped me out quite a bit by reading all the chats and getting through it, which now it's not that bad after I get doing it for a while. It's like a lot of things in life. I think a lot of people build it up in your head that, you freak yourself out or psych yourself out. But once you get to doing it and trying it and you realize it's not that bad, and now that I'm adult, if they do make fun of it, whatever, I don't care. Life's too short to worry about it. So that's the biggest thing in life, is it's too short to worry about what people think. So definitely get out there and live life, because it's way too short. Which I know a bunch of you probably agree. But like I said, I greatly appreciate y'all being on here. This is awesome. So definitely helps, I believe, with the watch time. But I'm doing amazingly on watch time. I had one of my videos go viral, so I'm not worried about that. I like communicating with everybody, and going live, it showed, now you guys know a little bit more about me and what I go through. So I think it's awesome. I love watching people's lives. You get to know each other a little bit more. Oh, sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat too well. But, and there's a lot of it. Let's see. Robert, appreciate it. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Really good. I try to make it good. I could probably become a good actor. Fake it. That's what they say at work. It's terrible. At work, they say fake it to make it until you get caught. So let's see. Escaping the suburbs. I need to make you blue. I got to get back on my phone to do that, but I wonder if I can do it after the chat. I'll have to play with it and see. I do everything off my phone. I don't have a laptop. I just have my iPad. But hopefully soon after the holidays, I can start saving up some money and I can get a laptop. Then it should make editing my videos a lot easier. I tried to take everything off my phone and download it to my iPad, but I don't have the patience for that. I don't know if you guys have tried doing that, but I like having it on my iPad because it's bigger and it's easier to see, but I don't have the patience trying to transfer everything over. So hopefully when I get a laptop, it'll be a little bit easier and faster, and maybe it make the videos a little better. We'll see. All in good time. Overcoming obstacles. Yep, that's definitely about life. And I don't know if anybody else does it, but even at work, when somebody gives me a task and I'm thinking to myself, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult doing this and this. But once I get into it, doing it, then I realize it's not that bad and it's actually fairly easy. But it's just the first part that just seems like that it's going to be difficult. And I always play that up in my head that it's going to be too hard and I don't want to do it. And a lot of times in school, I was horrible. I'd call fake sick just so I wouldn't have to go in. Especially if I had to do a presentation in front of the class. There's hardly any way I would try to do it. I'd be calling in sick all the time. You're kicked out of math? Yeah, I probably was too. I tried to do math, but I think I did pretty good at it, but it wasn't one of my best subjects. I really didn't like school. Hey, Big D. Did I miss somebody come in? Big D? Oh, yeah, Big D. Hello. I did not know I subscribed to you, but maybe I'm not. I'll have to go check it out. I don't know much about your page. I'll definitely go check your page out. I'm doing pretty good. I was just on here showing people I got my new diesel heater in. I don't know if people previously watched my videos, but I stay in my camper because I travel so far distance to work. I travel 2 hours from here to my job. And the reason that is because I am a construction worker. So my previous job was up here where I live, and I had a company vehicle. So it wasn't that bad to drive around because it was their company vehicle. But that job I was with, it's like construction. Construction workers, we work ourselves out of work. Once the project's done, then we got to go find a new job, or unless that company has a job. But what I do, they usually don't. So I had to go find a new job. And the job I found was clear across the cities, and it's about 2 hours away. So now that it's wintertime, I try not to do that drive as much because I get tired. And with the snow, it can add another hour to it. So I was staying in my camper, but it's gotten too cold to where my diesel heater turns off. I think it's getting too cold for the propane. I heard that propane doesn't like to be cold, really cold. So it kept turning off and on. And with propane also, it puts off moisture. So now that I got a diesel heater, it's supposed to be like a dry heat and it's supposed to be a lot better. So I can't wait to get it going. But now I'm driving back and forth. So I just need a couple days off so I can get the diesel heater installed and be able to get back to making videos. But right now, working 12-hour days and then driving 4 hours out of the day. Then I get to come home and make dinner, take a shower, and do it all over. But that's life right now. And that's my life I chose because I chose this job because it's one of the higher paying jobs. And I'm trying to get out of debt. As soon as I can get out of debt, then I won't have to work as hard and I can do more of YouTube. And maybe someday it'd be nice to be able to live off YouTube, but that's a big dream. I will just be happy just to have a little extra money coming in to help support YouTube. So our snow is gone. Yeah, our snow is almost gone too. We got about an inch out there. We had bad winds yesterday. It was like 45-mile-an-hour winds. So the wind blew all our snow somewhere. I don't know where it went, but they blew it away. Because we had about a foot out there. And I think we're in the negatives tonight. Usually in the morning, it's negative. It was -8, I think, this morning. I don't know. I think that's -22 in Celsius, if I remember. So that's pretty cold. Big D, I thought I had it rough, Mike. I drive an hour and a half each way. That is rough. I mean, I guess if you're on the highway, it wouldn't be too bad. But if you're dealing with traffic and snow conditions, that hour and a half is, yeah, it can drain you real fast. Especially getting up early. Like I usually try to get up at 3 o'clock and then I get to work around 6. I gotta be there by 6. And usually it's right at 6. It's just hard to get up any earlier. But then that's when I know when to turn on to Sally D. She's there in the morning and get me going. And I love listening to her. I'm glad. I just barely found her channel. I think the last 2 weeks. So, but she definitely puts off a good word and gets the day going off right and gets me on the right foot. And that is good. It's good to have a clear mind, especially doing construction. It's better to have a clear mind, good thinking, I should say, because a lot of times doing construction and working that many hours with the same people, and a lot of them can be negative, and I try to stay away from negative people, but when you work with them, it's good to have Sally D's word first thing in the morning, get going. And then throughout the day, a lot of these other ladies and gentlemen jump in and do their live stream. So definitely check out each other's pages. You get paid more for I know that Amazon. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna have to watch some YouTubes to see how that Amazon thing works. But I'm not really looking for a lot of money right now. It'd be nice just to bring a little money in to help pay for gas, and like this diesel heater, it was $100, so a little bit of extra money just to support my YouTube habits. So, I think I paid $100 for the mic. My the gimbal, that's like a $200 gimbal. And if I can buy it used, I usually do. So that gimbal was brand new, but I got it off Market Facebook, and the person only had it for like 80 some dollars. And it was brand new. So that was a steal. But yep. And my phone's getting beat up. I need to get a new phone soon. But just a little extra money is all I'm looking for. Let's see. You want to go out and play in it? Man, I don't know. Sometimes I see your guys' chat and it's going by so fast. I don't know how you guys keep up. So I do apologize. And I probably will go back and look through this so I can see what all your guys are saying. I like to travel the back roads. Yep. So I did have my motorcycle, and that was a bad story with that, turned out horribly. So back when I lost my job, I ended up selling my boat, which I was trying to tell people that's what my YouTube was going to be about. At that same time, I had a motorcycle, and I love that thing to, just get away and go do back roads like you were saying. And I have a couple videos, I believe, my earlier videos with the motorcycle. But at the time, my son didn't have his motorcycle, and I wasn't riding it as much because he wasn't with me. And it's funner when you have a couple of people to go with. Um, and we were wanting to get another boat. And so my son usually does a really good job looking things over. He knows what to look for, does a great job. So he's like, Dad, there's a guy with this really nice boat, and it's equal value of the motorcycle. And he said he would do the trade. So my son sent me pictures of it. It looked like a great boat, excellent. And my son did the trade, and the guy said he just had the boat out the last weekend. He said it looked like a legit guy, nothing real sketchy or nothing. And he even started the boat up there. They tried it there on land. They didn't try it in the lake. And my son got all excited and loaded up a couple of his buddies, and they all got his stuff to go out to the lake to hang out for the day, and got the tube ready to go so they could go tubing. And I think I was up, I might have been camping. Yeah, I was camping that weekend, up doing another. But anyways, my son got to the lake with the boat and put it in there, and it was taking on a lot more water than what it should have been. And he called me, and I was like, well, to make sure you put the drain plug in. He's like, no, the drain plug's in. And I was like, okay, well, pull the boat back out of the lake before it sinks and put it on the trailer and see where the water is coming from. Maybe there's damage in the boat hull or something. So he pulled it out, and this motor was one of the boats where has a car motor inside, and then it's got the outdrive out the back. And those outdrives have a rubber boot that goes around the backside. Well, that rubber boot was cracked. So we ended up having to do a lot more work to get that fixed, and we ended up just selling it off because it was a lot more work than I wanted to do and have the space for. And yeah, so anyways, we caught our loss on that one. Another life lesson, but that's what life's all about, learning. And one day I'll get another motorcycle. It might have been a good thing that the motorcycle's not around anyways, the way people drive nowadays. We used to have Harleys. Oh, wow. I would not have expected you to be riding Harleys. Had a Softail Street Glide. Wow, that would have been a nice bike, Miss Paula. Man, I would have never thought you would have rode bikes. But yes, mine was a Honda VTRX, which looked like a Harley from far away. It had the front end like it looked like a Harley, and it sounded like one, but it was a Honda. I didn't want to go with a Harley. I didn't want to pay for the brand names, and the prices I think are a lot more just because it says Harley. But they are nice bikes. Ace, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I was just telling everybody about my diesel heater I got in, and earlier tonight I assembled it, got it all put together. Now we're just chatting about life. I appreciate you stopping in. Oh, yes, Rhonda, that's one of the things that caught my eye when I was checking out your page. I was like, wow, she rides bikes. I got to check this out. And I would have never even would have thought you rode bikes either. There's somebody else. Oh, maybe I might be mistaking your page, Rhonda, with somebody else that I have that would never expect that she rides. But yeah, I don't know if you have any pictures of your bike. I'll have to look at your page again, Rhonda. That's a good way to get people to go back and look at your guys' pages. by asking questions, for sure. But like I was saying, usually people that come and check out my page, I love going back and checking out your guys' stuff. And if you guys ever need, like Miss Paula needs more watch time, so definitely I love trying to play her playlist, trying to get her more watch time. So let's see, Ace. Hi there, everyone. Oh, where'd the chat go? Don't touch that button. Triumph here. Oh yeah, nice. That's good. I haven't ever rode one of those bikes, but they look pretty nice. We rode for several of years. Had the bike club. Yes, nice. We were supposed to go up to Sturgis, my son and I. My son had his bike, but he did something to the motor. I think that, anyways, we were riding one day and a bunch of oil came out. So I think he locked his motor up on his and he ended up selling it and he was going to get another bike and never did. So, but that might be a good thing. I always believe things happen for a reason. So hopefully the bikes aren't in our lives anymore because maybe something bad would have happened, but you never know. Things come and go and you don't know why. Same with people. They come in your life for a little while and leave. And some stick around. Ace. Were you in the Source live yesterday? Yes, he was. I think that's where I found Ace also, is from the Source. The Source is another page a lot of us follow, and I just found his page through Miss Paula. She mentioned him one time in a live. So I was like, I got to go check out the Source. He is quite the character, but he gets on there and likes to describe people's channels, and he encourages people to come up and get on his lives with him, which I need to figure out how to do that. I know Dora does it. I don't have a clue how to do it. I need to look into that. That way you can have people join your live with you. I know Miss G does it, and quite a few others do it too through YouTube app. I know a lot of other people use different apps. Is it Friday night? Yeah, Friday night. Miss Paula and Rhonda and is Sally D part of that? But they all get together, like 5 or 6 ladies, and they go live. So definitely check out their pages and you'll get connected with, I call it our family. There's a bunch of us Eva's on there too. Definitely. So we all start connecting, and there's a lot more people in this family that connect, and we all support each other and help each other out. Like I said, all these ladies in here and gentlemen in here have helped me out so much. Local live reviewer, hello. Good to see you in here. Greatly appreciate it. Stopping by. I do apologize. I think your name is Carl. I could be wrong. He is recently new too, but I do know he is quite creative with, I think they're AI songs. Clayton, that's right. I do apologize. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names. I can't remember. I can't remember what day it is. I work too much. But yes, definitely check out Clayton's. Clayton put a theme song to Dora Explorer 80 and Susan's page lately, and it's amazing what he can do. It's like, I don't know how he does it, but it's absolutely amazing the work he does. Check out his channel. And some of you already may know him, but yeah, like I said, you get in this little family, a group, and you start getting to know their friends, and it just keeps growing and growing. And then when everybody's supporting each other, it's absolutely amazing. And I think that's why my page is growing so much and so fast, is because so many people support each other, which is awesome. 22 likes. That is amazing. Thank you. That's the most I've ever gotten. 11. Yep. I greatly appreciate it. So, and it's also fun to do lives to get to know each other. And I love watching all your guys' lives. So, well, if there's any more questions, it's already 8 o'clock. I need to take a shower and get to bed because 3 o'clock comes real early. And I haven't had, I don't know when the last time I had a day off was, but I got to work Monday, Tuesday, and then they're giving us Wednesday, Thursday off. And then we got to go back to it. I was telling everybody that the job I'm on, I do construction, I'm an electrician, and we're replacing conveyor belts. And the place we're working, they're not shutting it down. So basically, they do shipping, and right now is the busiest time of the year. So they're still trying to run these conveyor belts, these old ones, as we're putting new ones in. And we're doing it in phases. And the phase we're on right now was supposed to be done before Christmas, and it's not. So there's a lot of unhappy people. So they're working on making us work all these crazy hours trying to get it done, and we still got a ways to go. But that's life. I always say whenever they start chaos, that's when we make our money. As they start doing all the overtime, and even though it's hard to keep working all this, but it's good paychecks. So, but anyways, thank you everyone. Thank you for all you guys do. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry, I'm looking at my tablet trying to read the chat, and I keep forgetting that my phone is where I should be looking. So, but anyways, I hope everybody has a good night, and I'll definitely try to catch your guys' chat and their lives. And if you ever, I try to join everybody's live when I can and see it. A lot of times I'm quiet because I have my phone in my pocket and I'm listening through my earbuds. And usually when nobody's looking, I can pull my phone out and make a comment. But yeah, we're not supposed to be on our phones at work, but oh well, life's short. Gotta have some fun. Luckily, they let us use our earbuds. Sometimes they're pretty strict and don't even let us use our earbuds, but this place has been pretty cool, letting us use our earbuds so that way I can still listen to everybody. And I would rather listen to people's lives, getting to know them. And a lot of times you get to learn new things about YouTube. And I don't remember earlier today, maybe it was Special K, which I was on the source. And at the end of the source of his life, he calls it flying. And what they do is everybody that's still in his live chat, like right now, somehow he has it set up to where they can go to a different live and rate it. So they did Special K. So I got to meet her, learn her channel. And I believe she was talking about how you can leave voice messages, which I had Jennifer from Alaska. She left me one. And of course, I was trying to figure out how she did that. And I couldn't figure it out on my phone. And I finally realized, or I think Special K said you can do it through the YouTube app. Was it YouTube Studio app? And sure enough, I found it there to be able to leave voicemail or voice replies, which is pretty cool. So anyways, I need to get to bed. It's been fun. And now I see why it's hard for everybody to close out on these. But I greatly appreciate y'all for jumping in and watching. And I'm surprised my parents didn't log on. But anyways, usually my parents jump on when I go live. And I don't ever have set lives. I just go on whenever I have a chance. So it's hard to catch me. And I never say when I'm going live because I don't even know. Like tonight, I got off of work early and I got home and I got my diesel heater in earlier this week and been wanting to put it together and go live when I was putting it together, but just didn't have time and had a little extra time tonight. And I definitely had to watch Miss Paula. Miss Paula had a live on at 6 o'clock. So if you go back to her channel and watch her live, her husband had his toy, well, not toy, those are expensive trains. He had his train sets out going, and they were showing us, and man, that just brought back so many good memories as a kid. Because I had them when I was a kid, but then when my son was young, we had a big train set in our basement, and we would play hours and hours on it. So definitely good to bring back good memories and see that train. And you could just tell her husband, Randy, he was just like a little kid when he was playing with his trains. You could just tell it brought him so much joy. And Miss Paula was right there next to him. it's awesome to see when couples are still, man, what did you say? You're married for like 40 years, I believe, Miss Paula? And it's still awesome to see that you guys still have that connection. That is awesome. It's good to see that. You don't see it very often nowadays, but it is awesome when you do see it. She put, yes, Randy loves his trains. And that's good. That is totally awesome. But anyways, Merry Christmas to you all and Happy New Year's if I don't catch you lives between now and then. And hopefully there's a couple of videos I want to make. Hopefully tomorrow, I am getting parts and pieces of the next video I'm making. And it's mostly for Dora, the Explorer 80, and a couple of other comments I get. They always ask with my camper, where do I use the bathroom? So hopefully YouTube lets me keep up my video, but my next video I'm going to try to make on explaining how you use the restroom in the most classiest way that you can while you live in a camper. We'll see how it turns out. I hope it turns out good. And like I said, I'm just waiting for a few more products to come in so I can build it the way I want it. Because you don't want to see the real way. Anyways, you'll just have to tune in and see how it is. And can't wait to see all your guys' lives or your next videos. Thanks again. I hope you all have a good night.